Yeah, how's it going?
Hey, who you are? Because what for Sports Cincinnati, big guy? What's been going on with you?
Good to see you, Milky.
Hey, man, just let us know what's the preparation, man. The excitement, knowing that being in control of your season is on the line Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, we always talk about how every game is our biggest game just because it's the next one. We try to treat every game the same, but everyone knows the extra meaning of this one. The winner is going to be on top of the division, major playoff implications for us. So there's a little extra excitement in the air this week. We know how critical it is, so everything's amped up a little bit. We know it's going to be a great matchup. They're obviously very talented across the board. So we're really looking forward to this one.
No doubt, man. So just let me know, man, what's the focus mentally, locking in and having your best game and one of the best games this Sunday?
Yeah, in terms of preparation, you can't really change your routine. I think when people start treating things differently in a long season like this, it can, mess them up a little bit. So I'm a big routine guy. I didn't change anything during my routine this week. Got the same amount of treatment, spent the same amount of time in the film room. You can't start overanalyzing stuff and start seeing too much and start playing slow because you're thinking about too many things going on. But I mean, everyone knows like this is a big one for us. So there is a little bit extra excitement, but I think in terms of preparation, everybody's been locked into their normal weekly routine.
Absolutely, man. And speaking of that excitement, what did you ask Santa for this Christmas?
Yeah. I would love a little like surround sound system deal. I got a little basement home theater thing I'm trying to get going. Trying to get like a projector, the full movie theater experience. So I need a good little surround sound system, so I can just blast it down there.
For Dawson's Cave, man. Hey,
that's
no
right.
doubt.
That's right. No question. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Merry Christmas and good luck this Sunday, guy.
Merry Christmas. Appreciate it.
Hey, Dawson. I know a lot can change between now and Sunday as far as who's able to play. But right now, with the team just being so thin, both on the O-line and at receiver, how does that impact you and the tight ends of, you guys are kind of affected on both sides of that?
Yeah. Obviously, all that stuff's out of our hands. Nobody can really control that. But it just becomes more critical for our preparation. Like we're going to have to do our job to the T. Like we're going to have to prepare just as hard as we prepared every other week. And just know that we might get some extra snaps at the tight end position just because there's not as much depth at other positions. But in terms of the way it's changed my preparation, I don't think it's changed what I do on a daily basis at all. I'm excited to be able to step up, and my whole goal as a tight end is to never come off the field. I want to be on the field for every play, every snap. So I think there's going to be a lot of guys that have to step up as well, especially in the receiver room and O-line room.
Thanks. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Dawson. You mentioned that offensive line room. I mean, when you guys get out there on Sunday, there could be, 3 guys out there that, are being asked to step up. Can you talk about who maybe has stepped up in that room while you guys have been going through all this stuff? Obviously, Mitch Morse is a guy that, probably pops, but is it nice to have a guy like that in there that, a veteran presence?
Yeah, absolutely. He's a leader of the O-line. He gets everyone organized. He makes the calls at the line of scrimmage. So yeah, he's the guy that everyone follows his lead, but it's hard to think of the O-line without thinking about every single position and every single player that stepped up and had to change positions. I mean, Spencer's gone from side to side, right tackle to left tackle. Ike and Cody and, John, the guards have bounced around all year. So, I mean, there's been a lot of guys that have had to step up and play new positions that they might not be comfortable with. And that's just a testament to them and their preparation, just being able to step up and do whatever is asked of them. But I think Mitch has been a very consistent, very, very important leader. And everything that he brings to the line is very important to the whole offense.
And then I saw your one-on-one against Ryan Bates the other day. We're out there, kind of turned to the media and said, he's really good. There's actually like a part of the fan base that is like, they call them the Bates Hive, huge Ryan Bates fans. And obviously you don't know what happened on Sunday, but that's a guy that I feel like nobody really knows much about, but he seems to be, a nice glue guy in the room.
Oh, he's awesome. We call him Rick. I don't know why. That just kind of became his nickname because he looks like a Rick. You just see his face, and we just did some Christmas superlatives, and he was the most likely to ask for a set of tools for Christmas. He's just like your classic dad guy. Like, he's always at home. He's a homebody. He's an awesome dude, though. Great sense of humor. And he's another guy that's been able to step up, whether it's been like a jumbo tight end position or anywhere else on the line. But yeah, he always brings some good energy to practice and gets everyone smiling.
What was your superlative?
What was my superlative? I know I did Tommy's. Tommy was most likely to request the rock version song of every Christmas song that's played. What was mine? Dang it. Zach, you remember one? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't remember mine. But the video will come out soon, and everybody will see it at some point. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Dawson. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, for sure, Matt. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Dawson. A couple questions for you. First, I guess and Sean kind of talked about this with us earlier. Like, it seems like every day someone's going on the COVID list, and it's not just a Bills thing. It's kind of a league-wide, past that, worldwide thing. For you guys, what's it kind of just like? Because we can't be in there. What's it like, in the facility this week? What is the kind of the mindset and mood kind of been?
Yeah, so we've taken all the extra precautionary steps to avoid the spread, to avoid getting infected. But it's just one of those things. It's a virus. Nobody can control how it spreads or who it spreads to. This year, I think 95% of the NFL is vaccinated or something like that. And there's been, I think, just as many, if not more, cases this year. So that just goes to show that, the virus is going to spread no matter vaccination status, no matter if you're masking or not. So it's something that you just got to take every precaution that the CDC comes out with, staying 6 feet apart, trying to avoid gatherings as much as you can. But it just kind of amplifies the next man up mentality. Any given normal year, there's injuries, there's people that get hurt every minute, like someone might have a broken helmet. So the next guy has to come in, but this kind of just takes that to the next step. Because you never know, it could be the morning of the game, somebody could pop positive. So again, it's a testament to everyone's preparation here, because you could be on practice squad, you could be not expecting to even be active for the game, and next thing you know, you're active and starting. So the preparation's key, just for everyone to be locked into their assignment. I think everyone that is called on to step up and get some playing time is going to get their job done and do well.
Thank you for that. And then I have something that's totally random and nothing related to that at all. Does your handshake with Josh change from year to year? Do you have multiple? First that part.
Yeah, we definitely have multiple. There's a couple in the works that we're saving for big moments. I'm not going to give any spoilers. It's just going to be kind of a spur of the moment deal. But
Okay.
it's just one of those things, like, like when we're going to have a couple ready to go. We always keep the little finger tap deal, hot rod from last year, but we got some good stuff in the works.
Do you spend extensive time working on them? How does that, when does the planning for that go down?
This is kind of different every week. So we always start practice with Josh going around the huddle and doing his handshakes with everybody. I think he's probably got 50 different handshakes with everybody on the team. But yeah, some of it's improv. You just got to be on the same wavelength. And then sometimes he'll send me a video and be like, oh, hey, this is what we got to do this week. And then sometimes I'll send him something and be like, all right, this is totally what we're doing next. So it's a nice collaborative effort there that we got going. So who knows what we might see on Sunday.
And then last one related to this for me, he obviously remembers a lot of them because he's got everyone out there. Is it hard for you to remember hey, this week we're doing this one? Or how do you remember when it's go time,
Well,
you gotta be ready. So
yeah. So thankfully, I've only got a couple. A couple of the receivers, a couple
Yeah.
with Josh. So it's a lot easier for me to remember than he does. But it wouldn't surprise me if he goes and practices at home. It's something I could see him doing. But no, thankfully for me, it's not too hard. I just got a couple of them.
amazing. Thank you very much.
Sure. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Dawson, I wanted to follow up on something you were saying to Matt about how there's been so many guys on the O-line kind of moving around. Darryl Williams is one who I don't think he's gone more than 3 games without having to switch just back and forth all season. What have you seen out of him and his handling of that?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably been the most important part of the foundation of the O-line, and just in terms of knowing every position and doing exactly what he's asked. I mean, he's gone from guard to tackle almost every other week, it seems like, without skipping a beat. He's obviously a very experienced player, and he's gotten the job done no matter where he lines up at. Like, I couldn't imagine doing something like that, just switching in the middle of a week and going to play in an NFL game at a high level like he does week in and week out. So a lot of credit is due to him that I think he doesn't get as much. But when you look at how hard it is to play offensive line, and then especially how hard it is to change positions like that, his name should be at the top of the list in terms of just being able to be just his versatility and leadership as well that comes with that.
You mentioned not just having to switch, but that it feels seamless. What does he do to make it is it preparation? Is it his play? How does he make it less noticeable?
Yeah, just his preparation. Like in practice, if the coach asks him to move, it's not he just doesn't even blink. He just is like, all right, I'll switch, and then gets the job done. You never hear him complaining. He never, even in the locker room, he's never like, oh, I wish they wouldn't switch me around. He just takes it for what it is, and he's the ultimate team player. I mean, you wish you had 100 guys like that. But it's very impressive to see what he does and how he does it so well, even though he's changing positions every week.
Awesome. Thanks.
Sure.
Perfect. That is all we have. Thanks, Dawson.